Alright, what's going on, everybody? Look how early I am. 1:53 p.m. What the hell? What kind of time is this? What's up, everyone? We're gonna get things started nice and quick today. There was a little Tweety Bird. We weren't sure. We saw the leaks, but it is now official. You voted for her. Now Guillotine and Thor Ragnarok are being buffed. Look at that. Match made in heaven right there. Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, dude, he looks way cooler in this picture. I'm not really... I love the art in this game, but I'm not really a big fan of the way that this guy looks in game. But in this picture, he looks sweet. But alright, anyway. I'm gonna retweet this for tonight's tweet, or today's tweet. So, yeah, that's why I'm looking at it. Yeah, there we go. That's the button I was looking for. Dearest at Marvel Champions. If you are doing this to say sorry for my last opening, yeah, whatever, let's go with it. If you're doing this to say sorry for my last opening, I forgive you. As long as Thor is good. Oh, no! Okay. If you're doing this to say sorry for my last opening, I forgive you. As long as Thor is good. Alright, tweet! Cool. Alright, what's up, everyone? Whoa, BG doing an early stream? Yeah, man, this weekend. It's gonna be early. Oh, it's official now, Static. It is official. Thor Hunchback? Yeah, pretty much. This is weird. Easy, it is weird. It's weird for me too, man. It's very weird for me too. Shed! 2 days in a row? Stop! Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Saying, Daystream. What is this weird slapness happening? Oscar P sent over 5 as well. What up, Oscar P? Dude, Oscar, so close. Off by that much. Shed got you, dude. He got you by that much. But, thank you, man. Do appreciate the 5. Thank you very much. I don't like how he stands and bounces around like a coked up sex goblin. Yeah, that's about accurate. He's weird. He's a bit weird. I wish they would maybe like change his animations, make him hunch a little bit less, and just, it's jarring the way that his body moves, like his shoulders. That's not normal. The way that, like, I don't know, man, it's just weird. It's weird. I mean, I get it. He's in like a fighting position or something, you know, but still, it's a little strange. Not a fan. Anyway, let's hope that he's good. Vicente said over 2 saying, you excited for Thor buff? You know, I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, because here's my thought. Let's go back to him. Here's my thoughts on Thor. He's one of the top 5 prestige champs in the entire game. Right now, I believe he's number 3 behind Silver Surfer and Doom. And he already has a purpose because of that. So, my thinking is they might not make him that good just because he already has super high prestige. Now, we have high prestige champions that are quite good. Doom, for starters. You know, Namor, Hercules, there's a few others. We've got some really high and like strong, high prestige strong champions in the game. So it's not out of the question. It's not like they would have to not make him good, but I think it is maybe he's not going to be that good. But then the other side of me is like, but he's Thor. He's freaking Thor. And although we could, honestly, in my opinion, use a new version of Thor, the, what is it with the axe? Yeah, that Thor. You can tell I'm a huge Marvel fan, huh? What a Marvel nerd I am. Anyway, I actually want to see that version of Thor get added. Just because I don't know, this is like the trash can Thor right here. You know what I mean? But he is Thor still at the end of the day, so they might make him really good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Stiatics at over 2 saying new shock god Inc. Watch. Maybe, dude. Maybe he will be the new shock god. We'll see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me go ahead and just start dumping a little bit of energy, and then I actually have to join AQ. It's not too late. So let me just do some auto fight type stuff here real quick. By the way, I tried to mess with Nimrod a little bit because I'm still considering like going for the grinding for him. I actually put the message out in my alliance chat today to be like, hey man, you guys, what do you guys think about this? Would he be a solid defender or anything like that? So I mean, the verdict is still a little bit out on that front. I tried to mess with him a little bit. I was having issues connecting to the beta server, which happens from time to time. I finally got in, but it took like, oh yeah, Stormbreaker. Yeah, that's what it's called. I was thinking Thronebreaker, and I was like, no, that can't be. Stormbreaker Thor. But anyway, I finally got into the the beta server, and at that point it was already super late. So I only had a few minutes to check out Nimrod. So I'm still, for the people that are curious about that, I need more time with him still, but I am considering grinding for him. I actually ended up not awakening APOC yet because I think that we're in the top 19. So if I do decide to grind for Nimrod, I would not have to awaken APOC, which is one of the primary reasons why I'm even thinking about it. But anyway, is that? I think it is. Speed up D. And then over an early morning. Well, it's not even morning. An early afternoon. Say. Love you. Speed up, D. Appreciate the love and support as always, man. Thank you, dude. 65 for max, 20 for cutoff. The 65 and 20, the left number is the 6-star, the right number is the 5-star. It's an estimation. I could be overestimating, I could be underestimating, it could be fairly accurate. We've seen it all. The arenas right now, they are extremely difficult to accurately predict, in my opinion at least. We just don't have as much data to go by yet. As the weeks go on, it starts to become a little bit more accurate, but then we have champions like this where it's like, man, we don't have data to go by. We don't know what a champion like Archangel is gonna do, because he's like an old favorite, but a lot of people may already have him. But even if they have him, they might not have him awakened, so people would go, And then Odin, his abilities, they scale based on star level. So even if someone has the 5-star Odin, maybe they want to pick up the 6-star Odin, have those better pre-fights, and with only 100 spots, it's really tough to say what these champs are actually going to go for. So if you are grinding, as always, please grind like you mean it. Grind like you actually want the champ. Do not use my numbers here as a number 2 grind too. But yeah, left number 6-star, right number 5-star. The 5-star should be fairly accurate, I would say. It might be off by a couple mil or something like that. But the 6-star, for all we know, it could be mid 50s or it could shoot to 70. That's the one that's really tough to predict. This is the earliest you've ever been for arena? Pretty much, MSD. There have been times where, started the arena streams along with the start of the arena when I'm really going for a champ, but yeah. Did you use your SIGs or not yet? Weren't you, did you want to use them before AQ? Yes. So I did want to use them before AQ. Wait, what is this crystal? Questing Hero Crystal. Is that new, or have I just not even noticed that before? What the hell? Questing Hero Crystal. Guarantees a 2 to 4 star champ and gold battle chips or units and level 2. Okay. That's a cool item. Dude, so in having trouble connecting to the beta, I had to like reinstall the game and everything. There's actually like a new tutorial. I mean, it's the same tutorial that it's always been of like, you know, tap left to block, tap right to light attack. But you're actually using Shang-Chi fighting against Mr. Negative. I don't remember seeing that before, where like they use the like some of the like the newer characters. You know, of course, these guys haven't, you know, the Shang-Chi movie out. Then again, I can't remember how many times I've really fought through the tutorial. It's not that many times, but still. Oh look, Dono blocked by static. What is this, Pixie Bell? What are you? Hold on. What does Pixie Bell say? No caps locks, please. Stream rules, not mine. This is true. Please, no cap locks. I mean, if it's one word, if it's just no, you can let that ride. But yeah. I don't think there was any other message, right? Other than what is this madness? This is daytime madness. That's what it is. All right, static. Hold on. Where is your message? What? So you like Nimrod? From my very brief testing, I can't tell. I fought against Winter Soldier, and I read through his abilities. And against Winter Soldier, he wasn't very interesting. But I don't think he's supposed to be very interesting, right? Isn't he supposed to be like a mutant slayer or something? So I don't know. MSD, do you have videos for Nimrod yet? I haven't been able to check, but I wanted to see. I know you like the champ, and I literally haven't seen any videos on this guy yet. But like I need to figure it out fast because of course his arena is he's the next one in the arena. This doesn't look like arena. Oh, B Daniels, you want to see some arena? You came to the wrong arena stream. We got to join AQ. Let me get a team in here for AQ. I need some poison. Okay, yeah, those guys are in. And then who else do I want to toss in here? It's the pole. I usually put Hyperion in. Somewhat tempted just to throw. Yeah, dude, let's just put Man-Thing in there. We're going all poison all the time, baby. Yeah, look at this team right here. Hell yeah. Forgot I got the 6-star Man-Thing now. Kind of want to get him to rank 3. Oh, you know what? I don't have Mystic Dispersion in at the moment, though. Oh, this feels bad, but, Bye, friend. No, let's put him in anyway. I need, yeah, I need that synergy right here. 2 additional Fury buffs. Hell yeah, let's do it. Okay, you linked a Kang Solo. Okay, got it. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out later. I don't know if I could even check it out later today, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. Okay, 2 of the 5-star rank 3. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check those videos out. Thank you, dude. Can't wait for BG to pop 20k units worth of Nimrod calves. That ain't happening, dude. It would be a grind, of course. It would be a grind. Under Mothers and an overbuck. Thank you, dude, saying hello, BG. Today is the 11-year anniversary of my adoption. So I let you know. Have a good stream. Got homework to do. Guillotine over Doom, dude. Maybe about to be with her buff. Even though I already I know how you feel about her currently, but still. That's cool, man. 11-year adoption anniversary. Well, that's cool, man. All right. Well, let me hop in this fight before the time is up. Unto Mother, thank you for the buck, dude. I mean, I don't do arena, so maybe I'm wrong. That's true. B Daniels, do you even know what the arena looks like? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, I know which one this is. This is the one where you gain the debuffs. Wait, did that synergy even work? I feel like I didn't gain any additional furies. Oh man, is this one bugged? The one with I-Bomb was bugged for the longest. Is this one bugged now too? Or was it always bugged and just hasn't been fixed yet or something? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Yeah, I didn't gain any additional furies there. You son of a... This game. Messing with my King Groot. You know how big my wood is? How dare you. Alright. That's a lot of debuffs, holy crap. Let's chill out for a sec. Let those drop off. Oh, this is the alternating combo one to gain some furies. I don't think those matter, but still. Oh, you're about to get blasted. Later, Doc Ock. Just breathe some fire. Some green fire. Got all the details. Dude, MSD. I want all the details. Brian, do a heavy to pause the debuffs. Oh man, I didn't even realize that about him. I didn't even read that part of his description. Okay. We'll use I-Bomb for this one. I just gotta do 4 fights real quick, guys. These fights, day 1, should only take a minute for each of these. Is Brian grinding for Archangel? I am not. I might grind for Archangel round 2. Or not round 2, sorry. When they're in the basic. When Archangel comes back as the basic. That's what I meant as round 2. But I'm going for Odin in the actual round 2. Alright, who put Hood in here, man? Come on, friend. You have no business being an AQ. You're gonna get wrecked. Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, you're so adorable. Let me just spew all over you, too. This is Team Barf. That's what I like to nickname. You know how there's like the Holy Trinity and Quantum Trinity? This is the Barf Trinity right here. I love it. I love it so much. So why day stream then? Friend is visiting from out of state. So in the he's working right now from home, you know, you know what I mean. He was on work from home anyway, so he can work while he's traveling, but he's doing that, and then when he's done for the day, we're just gonna hang out all night. So use King Groot for this one. This guy's actually very tanky, this Iron Man here. The poison will cut through him and all, but he's a tanky one. Usually I do this fight with I-Bomb, but King Groot, he's a little bit more sustainable when it comes to running suicides than I-Bomb. I-Bomb, you could totally use him with suicides, but I actually think he works better without. Oh no! I was looking at the wrong timer! Oh my god, I'm such a fool. That poison's gonna be all weak now. Ah. Gross. Don't mess that up, guys. You know what? Let's hit this guy with a special one. Let's get a little armor breaks on him. I wasn't gonna be able to get a special 2 off in time anyway. So, oh, look at those furies building up. Oh, we got 10. This dude's about to get wrecked. Oh, he was gonna die before this anyway, almost. Alright. Pixie Bell sending over Buck with a deflated banana peel. Pixie Bell, what is with the deflated banana peel? Let's see. That's the name of the... Hold on. It's the name of the stream, says Archangel. Well, it's the Archangel Arena. He's the feature champ. I usually name it after the feature champ. Unless the feature champ is like a giant piece of doo-doo. Never gonna stop static. I'm still confused about how everyone thinks the bald man is gonna pop crystals, not stop hoarding, and spend money on this game, and pop the duck crystals. They're called eggs, Pixie Bell, not Doug crystal or duck crystals. Damn it, Doug crystals. They're not Doug crystals. They're my crystals. Okay. Oh, and you said that's it? I was messing with static baldikins. Okay, okay. All right, fair enough. Pixie Bell, thank you. Matrox Multi sent over 2 saying you guys should go get XXX Root Beer Drive-In. Probably not going to do that. But that could be a thing. Maybe. The only reason I say probably not going to do that is because he actually likes to cook, and with my other buddy, they are planning on cooking a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to eat because, you know, me and being a picky eater and all that. Alright. This fight, really, I should just be popping special 2s. But I like to break his armors. It's fun. No, that's stupid. I should have waited 2 seconds. What am I doing? Guys, I'm totally playing King Groot all wrong. You only get temporary armor breaks if you don't have the Furies. Such a fool. Alright. Temporary one at the end there. Dang it. Alright, at least he doesn't have his armors. It's just, I don't know what it is, man. It's fun taking away this dude's armor. Feels like it's the only thing that he has. And I want to take it from him. I want to pry it from his cold, dead. Is he dead? He looks pretty dead. Hands. I never finished that. Alright, Mr. Skull. He's gonna die to that poison. It's gonna be the slowest, most painful death ever. Little uppercut action. Alright, anyway. This is why bald man can't read. Hey! It's a cap. Chicken Tender sending over buck saying I too shall send the deflated banana peel. Oh, Chicken Tender. Well, it's a good looking deflated banana peel, you know? To some people that might bring sadness. To me, joy. Ryan the Bank keeps calling to give me compliments. They said I have an outstanding balance. Okay. Even in the daytime, Chicken Tender. Boo, man. Boo, dude. Alright, let's go hit the arena. I'm out of here. We're done with AQ. We've dumped some energy. Let's grind. Yeah, we'll just hit the 6 stars. Let's do it. Yo, BG, any tips on getting uncollected with rank or 5-star rank 4 APOC and rank 3 Claire? Those are great champs for it, man. Where are you stuck on currently? Because just off the top of my head, like APOC, he counters masochism, which is going to be the most difficult time, usually. And then Bane, I'd say Claire is really good against Bane because she has the ability to heal. So you've got some great counters to some of the most difficult nodes out there. I just don't know where you're currently at. Did you say anything about the Thor Rags buff? A little bit. We talked about it a little bit. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much because I'm thinking, hey, he's already a prestige champ. Like, he already has a purpose, so is Kabam really going to buff him up that much? I don't know. But then again, he's also Thor, so maybe. So, I don't know. Not getting my hopes up too high. Honestly, either way, I actually do still believe that Fury was the better call. I still would rather have a defender, and I cannot imagine them just turning Thor Ragnarok into a defender either. But hey, like maybe. Hirozuku? I don't know if I messed up your name or not. I'm so sorry if I did. I mean, I said it like 3 different ways, so I'm sure I messed it up on one, if not all of those ways. But thank you very much for the 5. Saying, yo, BG just hit Cavalier. Congrats, man. And decided to buy 1 AA Cavalier crystal and pulled him first try. What? Dang, dude. Good luck on the grind. Thank you, man. Congrats. Congrats, dude. That's nuts. 1 crystal. The fresh Cav title. Pulling Archangel. Pretty good, I'd say. Just pretty good. A little, it's not bad. Not too bad. All right, who did this? Answer me. Which one of you did it? I know you're in here. Who put thing in the arena? The beast is done, at least. Yo, BG, any advice for starting Act 5? I have maxed out 4-star Archangel and Iceman, but I'm still struggling. Clear Act 4, 100% is what I normally recommend before starting Act 5. If not 100%, then at least like the first 2 chapters 100%. You'll gain a lot of levels. You'll gain a lot of mastery points. If you're not sure what to do with those mastery points, check out my video. I don't remember the exact title, but it's something like Beginner and Intermediate Masteries. If you just search MCOC Beginner Intermediate Masteries, I'm sure it'll pop right up. And yeah, you might need some additional help before moving on, if you did not already do that. Owen Bayer said it over 10. Oh, and thank you, dude. Saying, listen to you every night as I grind into Sleepy Land. Enjoy your work. Hashtag buff OG Hulk. Owen, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the support, dude. Thank you, man. I always put my thing in the arena. Fair. ABG, how many revive / units would you say would be a good amount to farm to complete Karina's challenges? In total? I don't know. I wouldn't think about the total, man. I would think about taking them one at a time. Start with the easier ones first, but maybe also consider spacing out the labyrinth runs, because it'll make it feel a little bit less daunting if you just like saved all 3 of those for the end or something like that. I don't know what the total would be. I can't I think I put revive counts for most of the ones I did. I certainly did for the labyrinth runs. I'm pretty sure I did for the Loki one as well. So you could check back at those streams and get an idea for what I used. But I don't have an estimate just off the top of my head. Who's the monster that put Heimdall in arena? Dude, monster is the right word for that. Ran into that more than I would like. Yeah, for real. Should be banned from the arena. Like, it shouldn't even come up as an option in your champions page, you know. BG, is it bad that I'm Cav and I haven't 100% Act 4 yet? Very bad. You should see a doctor immediately. The only advice I have. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. It's just advice to clear Act 4. I highly recommend. It's the best rewards in the entire game. The Act 6. The rewards for Act 6, Act 7, they got nothing on Act 4 rewards. The only content in the game that has permanent mastery points that you can earn. And especially if you're able to do it before moving on to Act 5, well, all the experience that you gain. It's just too good. You think Doctor Strange should have his nerf reverted or just get a complete rework? I wouldn't say he needs a complete rework, but I also wouldn't say his nerf should just be reverted. They should buff him up. Maybe take a little bit of the, you know, what his old kit, the changes from it, throw that into his buff. But then also maybe like tune up his damage a little bit in some way too. So he got nerfed in a few different ways. The first nerf is his healing. It used to be just like a percentage of the damage you dealt. Too strong. I mean, you know, too strong if they buff his damage. So maybe you could still have it be percentage based, because it kind of does feel good when you land like a big crit, or if there's like a special node, like oh my god, why am I blanking on the node? The one where you deal massive damage on your specials, but you don't really deal damage with your regular hits. That node. It feels good when you launch a special and you just gain a million health, right? So maybe they could do that, but not quite as high as it used to be. Buff up his damage. Another one of his nerfs is that his block proficiency, just the block proficiency in general in the game. He used to be able to have like perfect block when he had his armor up buff. And that's no longer a thing. So if they maybe increased his block, like gave him more perfect block with his armor up. Power shield, thank you guys. Oh god, I don't know what's wrong with me. I couldn't think of freaking power shield. Anyway, the other change that they made to Doctor Strange is that his power gain was reduced. Now that one I do not think should be changed, but maybe through synergy for that one. Because Doctor Strange is already pretty tough to fight. Right now, he gains a bar of power every 9 seconds, I believe. It used to be every 7 seconds. That's a huge difference, man. His power gain used to be a lot faster. And I really don't want to see it go back to that. As someone who still struggles from time to time to fight Doctor Strange, I don't want to see it go back to that. But maybe through a unique synergy, if they wanted to increase his power gain a little bit, that could be a thing. So yeah, kind of a, you know, kind of a pre-nerf Doctor Strange, but not identical. Something that would fit better with today's game. But he should be buffed up. He totally should be buffed up. Maximus705 saying, Brian, I know you're not a Metallica guy, but check out hashtag Metallica Blacklist remix of the Black Album by a bazillion artists. Really cool. Sup, buddy? Okay. Okay, may have to check that out. You know I'm always down to listen to some new music, even if it's just some remixed music kind of thing. But Maximus, thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate it, man. And while I'm not a Metallica guy, there have been times where I've enjoyed Metallica's music. For example, where they're with the symphony. I've already we've already talked about this, but just in case someone's like, what? You're not into Metallica? I'm not really. I don't hate them. I'm just not really so into them. I'd still love to see them live, just because I feel like that'd be fun. But otherwise, I never listened to their music. But let me see what it was. When I first started taking drum lessons, actually, the instructor, the instructor was just like trying to, feel out what type of music I liked, and he lent me a DVD. I'm trying to find. I guess it was just S&M. S&M is a live album by Metallica with the San Francisco Symphony. Okay, yeah. Well, that's pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. Anyway. Yadiel Ramos said 05. I hope I didn't mess up your name too much. I'm sorry, dude. Saying, yo, BG, I'm stuck in Cavalier side quest chapter 3. Any help? Cavalier side quest. Do you mean the event quest? Must mean the event quest. Ooh. Let me see here. What are you having trouble with specifically in chapter 3? Because there's 2 parts here. Or wait. Or maybe you do mean the side quest. Are they broken down into chapters? Oh, hold up. Fun in the Sun. Claim that. Claim this daily as well. Complete a quest in Act 6. Not today. Complete a quest. There we go. What a difference. Are these broken down into chapters? I haven't unlocked most of the stuff, so if you're talking about this, I don't know how to help because I don't even know what it is. But I know Karate Mike put out a video about the side quest, which gotta be a little bit more specific though, because I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I'll look for a follow-up comment from you. Just let me know exactly what you're talking about, and then I'll try to help you as best I can, at least. All right, let's. The event quests. Okay. So which quest though? We got 2 of them here: Domino or Nimrod. 3.1 or 3.2. I'm a newer player who just finished Act 4. Should I fully explore it before going into Act 5? I'm not that great, and neither's my roster. I recommend it, Jerry, yes. At least try to do the first 2 chapters. They're a little bit easier than the later chapters. If you can do that, it'll give you time to grow your roster and just level up and gain mastery points that'll make all your champs stronger and stuff. Yeah. Both. Okay. Well, let's take a little look. If you could tell me at all, like, what's giving you trouble specifically, it would go a long way to helping you, man, because otherwise, the only thing I'm going to be able to look at is, like, okay, well, what class type do we have here for this one? It's, mutant. Each time a mutant attacker hits the defender with an unblockable attack. Okay. Each time a mutant attacker knocks the defender down with a heavy, the attacker gains an unblockable buff lasting for 3 seconds. Do heavy attacks with mutants? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, what are you having problems with, man? Let me know. Give us the details. Is it the boss? What does the boss have here? Foresight. So intercepting helps, but it's not required. The nodes, which champs counter them? Okay. For this quest, I think I used APOC and Cable, but I think you could use most mutants because it just says each time a mutant attacker knocks the defender down with a heavy, the attacker gains an unblockable buff lasting for 3 seconds, plus 2 seconds for each buff on the attacker. Oh, each buff on the attacker. So if you have like an Odin, that would help, or a Heimdall that you could put, you know, a buff on yourself. But Odin in particular, that would help a ton. If you put the Odin's buffs on a mutant, and then did a heavy attack, you'd be unblockable. And then if you just hit the opponent, you'll gain tons of damage. You technically don't need to even follow those nodes. It just helps to reduce the, you know, their overall fight duration, because yeah, otherwise their health can be quite high. But the nodes themselves, I don't think they're that bad. Takes a little bit of reduced damage and stuff like that, but otherwise it's not too bad. You can try to check the other one real quick here. Let's see. Let's check out the final quest. Whoops, clicked on Doom accidentally. For this quest, I believe this is the tech quest. Is this the tech quest? I think I used Warlock and what's his face? Hulkbuster for this one. Yeah, it is tech. So tech attackers under the effect of an armor up buff will power drain 15% of the defender's max power each time they perform a well-timed block. Each time a tech attacker power drains, burns, or locks the opponent, they gain a permanent passive fury, increasing attack rating. So if you have a tech champ with an armor up buff, then yeah, you're pretty much just good to go. Any tech champ with an armor up buff. Blocked attacks cause the defender to gain 5% power. If the blocked attack dealt 0 damage, the amount of power is doubled. Yeah, the rest of the nodes, like, they're not too bad. You just gotta have a tech champ. And again, you don't have to have a tech champ. It's just recommended because, you know. Oh, Colossus destroys because of armor ups? Oh, yeah, that's true. I was trying to think of other, like, mutants that had buffs. I know most of them didn't, but yeah, Colossus would destroy that quest. Absolutely. His special attacks are always unblockable either way, too. But yeah, this is just ran the entire Cav Tech chapter with Guillotine 2099. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to toss out suggestions of which champs to bring in for these final 2 quests, the champs that you guys use, please do so. For the boss, I used Medusa. I like Medusa for this guy because, well, I didn't really have to learn how he worked. I just shut him down with, you know, Armor Shatter, and that was that pretty much. It's a little bit of a long fight against Nimrod, but that's the way I approached it. Was old Medusa. Technically, you don't need a tech champ. Easy. You know where the door is. Take the lap. Ooh, dude. Chicken tenders and over buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, if you were ever wondering where I keep all the dad jokes, it's in the dad base. Okay. Easy. Did you leave yet? Because you need to take chicken tender with you. That was atrocious, dude. Wow. I feel sick to my stomach for having to read that joke. I want to formally apologize to everyone in here who had to hear that atrocity. Good lord, man. Rage Dude sending over a euro. Thank you, Rage Dude, saying tips on how to play Symbiote Supreme. Just got him today from a 6-star and need him to beat that 6.3.1 Medusa. I'm struggling like crazy with that quest. Okay, so the way I play Symbiote Supreme has a bunch of little effects to his abilities. I don't know what they are. I mean, I vaguely know what they are. But I really don't know like all the details of the champ. Here's what you need to know. Pick up Mystic Dispersion. You don't technically need it like 5 out of 5. It helps the higher you can get it, but if you could even put like 3 points in MD, pretty good. So pick up Mystic Dispersion. Don't use any specials until you get to a special 3. And then from there, after the special 3, you can do a special 2. You can do another special 3. Like, I always want to get a special 3 out first. It activates all of your modes at the same time. And then from there, like, a special 2 will deal a ton of damage and put a ton of bleeds on the opponent and stuff like that. The armor breaks. It's really good. So you can do special 3 into special 2 or special 3 into special 3. But I usually like to have the special 3 first. That's pretty much it, man. There are little other, like I said, some other things to his abilities, right? This is like the dumbed down version, but that's really all I do. His Fang mode is the one I think that causes bleeds on the opponents. So technically, as long as you have that one up, sometimes I won't wait for the special 3 again. I'll just keep doing special 2s if that's active. But yeah, man, pretty much just special 3 and a special 2. That's it. Game over. That Medusa don't stand a chance. But Mystic Dispersion helps a ton, for real. The amount of staggers that could put on the opponent and all the buffs that you're going to nullify, and just the way his power works in general, it makes it feel a lot better. His power gain is actually not much different than a standard champion. Like, if you ever go into a fight, you could test this out. If you fight Winter Soldier, actually, yeah, I'm about to do this right now. Show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Let's hop out of the arena for a sec. The average champion, it takes like 30 to 35 hits to get to a special 3. Right, you could test this with any champion that doesn't have some sort of increased combat power rate. It's somewhere in the neighborhood, like 30, 35. It's usually over 30, right? Because 10 hits usually will not take you to a special 1. It'll take you like right before it. So I think it's like 33 hits or whatever. So it feels really slow. Symbiote Supreme's power gain. I don't have any points in Mystic Dispersion right now, by the way. Let's get rid of all these champs, and I'm going to go in with a 565, so we got the highest combat power rate. And we'll just see how many hits I can get in before the power naturally gets me to a special 3. PG, you activate all of my modes at the same time. Slugberg. Oh, you know just the right things to say. Yadiel Ramos sent over 2 saying that helps. Thanks a lot, PG. No worries, man. Good luck. Sam Mama sent over 5 saying, sup, Bri guy. Been a while. Hope 2021's treated you well. Glad to be back. Welcome back, Asama Mama. So far, so good, man. I mean, as good as it could be, right? Thank you, dude. Welcome back. And Shed also sent over a buck saying Haley Miracle is going to be so mad when she finds out you did a day stream and she wasn't able to catch it because she was on a plane to come hang with me for the weekend. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't tell her. If she's going to be mad, don't even tell her. All right, let's do this fight. So I'm gonna stay aggressive too. I'm not gonna just like dance around for a while and stuff like that. I'm gonna stay aggressive. I'm not even gonna bait specials. If he throws him, he throws him. But I'm just trying to actually get the hits in here. So the first bar of power, I'm behind schedule for sure, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe it was when I baited specials, because it looks like I'm actually way behind schedule. Dang, dude. It's been a while since I did this test. Maybe I actually did have to bait specials. But alright, so now we're at like 35 hits, and we're not quite there. 3 bars of power, dang. Little. Alright, so when I bait specials, that must have been it. Because I remember testing this a while back. So we got up to 41 hits before it happened. I should gain a bar of power like pretty soon after this though, because that other power didn't kick in. So I guess if you're very aggressive, it is going to be slower though. But anyway, I'm going to reset it one more time. I'm just going to bait special ones. We'll see how that goes. Restart that. Here's a guy that is probably positive about the Thor Rag buff. Thoughts, BG? I'm not that positive, man. I'm hopeful, but the thing is, he already is a very high prestige champion, so he has a purpose in the game. So Kabam, they could interpret that as like, hey, we didn't need to make him that good. We just needed to make him a little bit more interesting. Which, I mean, how could they not make him less interesting? He's got to be more interesting, right? Alright, Winter Soldier. Here we go. Alright, so in baiting the special ones, there we go. 30 hits for the special. So it depends on how aggressive you are, but for the most part, it's right in line with what other champs gain. It's just, yeah, it feels slower, just the way that it works. But pick up some MD, and that power will shoot up as well. Alright, anyway. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the arena. Isn't Doom a high prestige champ too, though? He is. He is. So is Hercules. So is Namor. So it's possible that they'll make him good. I'm just hesitant. Because I already know how his kit works, too. So... dude, you know what? Let's stay in Realm of Legends. Let's look at Fraggle Rock as is today. And I'll use... actually, I'm going to use my 565 version. So... again, man, they might make him really good. I'm not saying he's going to be bad. I'm not like betting on that. I'm hoping that he's going to be good. It's just I don't have my hopes. They're not to the moon on this one. You know what I mean? Brain is a Debbie Downer about Thor Fraggle Rock. I would like to see this open the door for a Phoenix buff. Dude, Phoenix. Now, she's not even in the top 5. Phoenix should get a crazy buff. I would love to... I mean, I would love to see them both get good buffs. But, okay, so... here's the other reason about Thor Fraggle Rock. The way that he works, he's extremely momentum-based. He reminds me of... you know, Immortal Hulk, or, you know, he came first, so I don't know, whatever you want to say it. He's like Immortal Hulk, where, like, you just want to keep piling on the damage. You want, like, I don't know, you kind of want to. Oh my god, I wasn't supposed to get hit. I'm gonna reset it real quick. Damn it. The way that he works, like, you want to... you stun lock the opponent, pretty much, is what I'm getting at. Now, if they buffed him up that you could actually, like, stun lock and kill most opponents, Well, dang, man, that might be pretty good. I don't know. But I also think about things from like an Alliance War perspective. A lot of the times. And Alliance War, you're not going to be able to stun lock any opponents in Alliance War. They've got Limber. Most people, at least, run Limber. Or the nodes have Limber or stun immunity or things like that. And not every champion needs to be a killer Alliance War champion. But if they're good in Alliance War, they're also going to be good elsewhere in the game. And with limited rank ups, it's like, okay, well, do I want to rank up a champ that could be good for just questing? Or do I want to rank up the champ that's going to help me in war and still be good in questing? And I'm going to go for the champ that's good in war. But anyway, like I said, I hope that he is good. I'm just cautiously optimistic, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know if you want to say that, but anyway, now we can go nuts. I think I should have done just a special one there. That was my bad. Been a while since I played this guy. But as you get the shocks going and the armor breaks, you can spam special ones, and it's great in here because they don't have special 3s active. And you can kind of just pile on like crazy. Should get back to a special 3, yeah. And you kind of just go nuts. But again, in something like Alliance War, like, you're not really going to be able to do this. So I don't know how it's going to go. I hope he's good, but we'll see. Oh, he's going to shock himself all up. Oh no, he's going to get shock in the bullets, I guess. I'm just going to keep spamming special one. Maybe I should have brought in some synergy champs, because that would have been fun to play with. But I didn't. Whoops. Let's send a special 2 just because. This is going to be the first manual potion I've picked up in a long time. I'm staying though, man. I just used all my potions. I could use that potion. Let's finish this thing, man. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize you're stunned. I was looking at my combo count right there. Did I just turn auto fight on accidentally? God, he is really bad right now, though. Even with all that aggression, as a 565 running suicides. Look how many hits in we are already. It's insane how low this dude's damage actually is currently. Unless you bring in 14 synergies. Rage Dude, send over another 2 euros, by the way. Thank you, man. Just saying, wow, appreciate that so much, BG. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support as always, dude. Okay. Anyway, 100. Ah, I didn't even get the potion? Now I'm mad. Let's go back to the arena. BG, sounds like you're optimistically pessimistic. Yeah, cautiously optimistic. That wasn't the right phrase. Because I am a bit pessimistic about the buff, for sure. But I don't know. I'm feeling kind of neutral, I guess. I'm probably sounding more pessimistic than I actually am about it. I would say I feel neutral. Where I hope that he's good. Anything is going to be an improvement, right? But I also I guess I just can't imagine he'd be a good Alliance War attacker. But I guess, okay, so I guess there's this. I like ranking up champs that are multi-purpose, right? And I guess even if he's not a good Alliance War attacker, well, I already have him ranked up for Prestige, so maybe instead of Alliance War and General Questing, it'll just be Prestige and General Questing, which is not bad. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I also have no idea what his, like, you know, what his buff entails, so don't anyone read into this. For all we know, like, I thought Diablo was gonna be trash before his buff, and Diablo turns out he's, like, insane. So, we'll see. Nimrod Striker, Senator Buck saying, honestly, I thought the recoil would have killed you first. Almost, dude. It was getting down to the wire. I couldn't have made it through a second fight. Thank you for the buck, dude. He just doesn't want another Kingpin release situation. This is true too. Kingpin, I was super hyped for Kingpin. That's what it is, guys. I've been hurt before, okay? I've been hurt before. Those scars are still there. When Kingpin first came out, I thought he was gonna be insane, man. I literally thought he was gonna be like the strongest champion to be released ever up until that point in time. But what we didn't see, because like I was looking at the champion spotlight at the time, and what we didn't see was his base stats. We didn't see the abysmal crit chance. Got excited when they introduced champion. I thought they were going to introduce a mechanic related to usage in meta, something that auto balances. That would have been interesting. Insidious Wolf, TTAs, and it over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying I'm gonna start running my lap. What'd you do? E.g., I'm a kleptomaniac. Sometimes it gets really bad, and I have to take something for it. Yeah, it's good that you already started your lap, dude, because you need to. Boo, man. Come on. Boo, dude. Yeah, same for Spidey 2099. He looks insane, but hits like Groot. I still haven't tested Spidey 2099 myself. Definitely heard mixed things. More so on the underwhelming side, but I haven't really tested him yet, so. Dude, I'm so behind on these champs, man. Just got Miles as my second 6-star. Should I get him ranked 2? There's another one. I'm sorry, I can't say. And also, I just got Uncollected and can't beat the Domino for Uncollected event quest, but beat last quest very easy. Do you have any suggestions? Well, actually, first, let's get back to Miles Morales. Slow your roll on those 6-stars, my friend. 6-star champions, there are a few times where it's worth ranking them up unawakened over, you know, a greater selection of 5-stars. But most of the time, when I hear things like that of like, oh, I just got this champion, should I take him to rank 2? Most of the time it's going to be no. Chances are you have stronger 5-star champions, just due to the nature of us having more 5-stars than 6-stars. They're going to be easier to awaken, easier to take to higher sig levels. That 6th star can be very exciting, but for the most part, 6-stars should probably be kept at rank 1 until you reach a deeper point in the game. But if we're talking about like just getting onto collected, there's very few 6-stars that recommend ranking up. Some of them do exist, like Claire or APOC or, you know, but for the most part, stick to your 5-stars. They're might not seem like it, but they're going to be stronger. Just due to all the reasons I said. As for, hold on, what was the second part again? Just got Uncollected, can't beat Domino for Uncollected event quest, but beat last quest very easy. Do you have any suggestions? Domino can be tough. The nodes on that Domino, we were just looking at it. I don't think they were anything too crazy, but here's a couple of tips against Domino just in general. When you are unlucky, you cannot dex specials. So you have to block whatever specials she throws. I mean, if it's her special 2, you can dash back far enough. But if it's special 1, you have to block it. When she's lucky, she has a chance to evade. So try not to hit her too much when she is lucky. When it comes to evade, if you actually shorten your combos, there's a much lower chance for her to be able to punish you when she evades. Like if you just hit her, you know, 4 times, even less, even just avoid it altogether if possible. But even if you're able to do that, just to hit her a few times instead of the full 5-hit combo, that can help. And then there's a trick with Domino her medium attack, her initial medium attack, has kind of a slow animation to it. This is a double hit. If you dash back, you can actually just you know, dash into her after that, and most of the time it's safe. I say most of the time, like, you could, if you practice it, you can get it down to being like 100% safe, but you know, timings are always a little tricky to learn. But yeah, if you just dash back as she's dashing in at you, then you could immediately dash in and get an opening that way. So hopefully some of those just general domino tips help you out. As far as the nodes themselves, I don't think there was anything that that I can help with there. It's just kind of a beefy domino, unless there's something else I'm overlooking. I'd love it if there was a limited auto balancing, like the value-based buffs based on champ usage. So if a champion is crap, they'll slowly buff themselves, and overused champions self-nerf. I would love that. I think the self-nerf part maybe should not happen. If it did happen, I think it would have to be confined to like the, you know, whatever, like the small scale PvP system they're coming out with, the Summoner Showdown-esque PvP, whatever that's going to be. I think it would have to be contained to that. Self buff. Yeah, I mean, although I suppose if there was a self buff, you'd kind of have to have the self nerf in case things got out of control. That'd be crazy, dude, where like you want to see a champion get buffed. Just thinking about it, you're like, nobody touch Groot. Nobody touch Groot for all of 2022. We need this champ to be insane. I think it would still have to be, I think it would have to be like this. I think it would have to be like, if there was like an automatic self buff, self nerf system, I think there would just have to be like a final review process, like a manual review, where like you could have it automated, like the stats or something like that, but then someone would just have to look at it and just make sure before the update went live, like, is this going to be too much for the game, kind of thing, you know? So maybe a mix of both, mostly automatic with human review kind of thing. That would be cool. I do wish there was more balancing happening in the game, but a lot of people wouldn't like that, which I get. You talked about the self buff in your State of the Game video. What? I'm curious which part, which line you're referring to, because self buff, I didn't think about that at all until Mr. Slugberg here said it. I talked about like the oh man, I briefly touched upon like I don't think some of the buffs that they did were like they overbuffed some champions. They overbuffed some, they underbuffed others. The balancing's kind of out of whack for certain champs, but I don't think I said anything related to self buffs, at least. Unless I subconsciously thought and somehow said it. BG, even after watching you for like 5 years, just took Ghost, 6-star Ghost to rank 2 just cause I didn't consider the content I was doing. Sorry. Dude, you don't gotta apologize for it. At the end of the day, it's just advice. You do whatever you want, my friend. You worked hard for those champs and resources. Rank who you'd like. At the end of the day, listen, actually, like, this is always advice number 1. I don't always say this, because it would get very tiring to hear it for every piece of advice every time someone asks a rank up question. But the first piece of advice is follow your hearts, my friends. Whatever you feel in the moment, whatever champion you want to play with, even if they are Groot, rank away. We got a guy in my alliance who just took Drax to rank 3 as a 6-star. Why? He likes Drax. What happens when a liar dies? They lie still. Oh, God. MSD. Why do you do this? Don't you have some kind of homework to do or something? Boo, man. Ah, boo. PG, would you prefer Kabam nerf every champ to the level of Joe Fix-It, or would you prefer them buff every champ to Doctor Doom? Rip. What up, buddy? Neither of those. All right, so here, dude, if I could go nuts on this game, which I would never be allowed to do, all right? Let's just get that out of the way. There's no chance of this ever happening. But if I could just go absolutely nuts, tear through all these champions, make them exactly the way that I would want to make them. Homework is done, my friend. Damn it. Anyway, if I could do that, here are some of the sweeping changes that I would make. Number 1, champion kits. They're a bit much. There's too many words in there. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like to read, because, well, I don't like to read. But there's a few too many words. Not all of the champs have too many words, but a lot of them do. And there's 2 problems with this. Number 1, it's hard there's over 200 champions in this game. You know what I mean? Just to make another comparison to Pokemon, when you catch a Pokemon, dude, there's like a few different stats and abilities. It's a lot easier to mentally process, right? But the other side of it is this: where do you go from there? I think this game would have been better if they introduced some sort of item enhancements, which apparently are coming with the solo competitive mode, in the form of relics. But at this point, like, how do you add more to these kits? Some of them, they're already have so much. I like games where you start out with nothing. Legend of Zelda style, baby. You don't even have a sword. How do you start a game where you have to battle through dungeons and they don't even give you a freaking sword? You got to go pick up a lantern. That's what I like to see, man. So some of these champs, I would have preferred their kits to be toned down, but then give us the opportunity to kind of work at them and build them up. So that's one thing I would do, is they wouldn't be as simple as like the 2015 champions, but they also wouldn't have quite as many abilities as they may have today. It would be somewhere in between. Comcast lag. Oh man, Comcast at it again. Damn it. Also, I still hate the idea of immunities. I would do away with immunities and kind of do the combat systems a bit. Just to give one quick example, because I talk about this probably way too much, but just to give one quick example, you're probably thinking like, well, what about robots? They don't have blood. Yeah, I know they don't have blood. Well, actually, I mean, I guess I can't say for certain that they don't have blood. Anyway, but what do you do? Like, they gotta be bleed immune, right? Well, bleed-based attacks, they wouldn't just say, this attack causes bleed. It would be, this attack is a puncturing blow. So that way, if the opponent has blood and you puncture them, they bleed. But if they don't have blood, some other effect happens. We already see this with other champions. It's not exactly a new concept. It's just, I much prefer champs have resistances to effects. They're easier to bounce. They're easier to tune. There's at least room to play with there. And I also think that it would have helped with the whole Act 6 fiasco where you can't bring in, 4-star champs to Act 6 and beyond, right? Part of that is because of immunities. If one of the nodes that you come across is like, okay, this node causes a bleed, and all you need is if you have a bleed immune champion, there is no higher than that. You're already dealing with the biggest part of the problem. Sure, it'd be better to have higher star level champs because you increase their attack and health and all that stuff. But if you had resistances, as the star levels go up, you can increase your resistances, and combined with willpower, you can, heal from these things. It would just be a little bit more of a natural progression to say, hey, we're going to allow you to bring these champions in, but maybe you would only use them for synergies because maybe they wouldn't have the ability to kind of overcome, you know, some of these effects until you got the higher star levels. So at least you'd still be able to bring them on the team and stuff. I don't know. There's other things I would do, but I'm going to end the tangent there. Do hate how effectively there's no such thing as champion levels. If I'm talking about a 5-star rank 5, everyone knows I mean level 65. Yeah, pretty much. Agree with that. Coolant Link, yeah. That could be it. Stiatics and an overbuck. Thank you, dude, saying, I hope Thor Rags is better than Doom. There, I said it. That's a mighty big ask. But, hey. Sure. I already got him ranked up, so that investment's already made. Buff him to the moon. Go for it. Josh, I'm gonna mess up your last name if I say it, so you know what? I'm gonna go for it anyway. Josh Farquharson. Oh man, I totally butchered it. I'm sorry, dude. I shouldn't have tried. I take it back. Josh, just Josh. Thank you for the buck. Saying, hey Brian, who's your favorite Mystic? Well, I'm glad you asked. My favorite Mystic is my favorite champion in the entire game. Oh, you spelled Farquharson? Farquharson? I probably still messed it up. But my favorite champion in the entire game is Man-Thing. He's actually, I think Mystic might be my favorite class in the game as well. So I'll give you a few. Favorite champion is Man-Thing. He's not the strongest. I just really enjoy the fact that when you use a special one, you put 3 debuffs on the opponent. 1 bar of power is 33% like of your total power meter, right? Mystic Dispersion at max rank gives 12% of power per debuff. So if you have maxed out Mystic Dispersion, you actually gain power when you use your special one because you're going to gain back 36%. So it leads to some pretty fun interactions. And you just generate loads and loads of power. You're just spamming specials like crazy. Super fun in my opinion. You have to have maxed out. Maybe you can get by with like 4 to 5, but in order to really have fun with it, in my opinion, you got to have it maxed out. That's what makes him fun. And just his general personality that I've created in my mind, not from knowing him from the comics or anything like that. I have no idea who's in the comics, but just the way that he walks off like he doesn't even care that he's here. I kind of think of him as this like lovable, kind of stupid creature that's just awesome. So he's my favorite in the entire game because of those reasons. But dude, some of my other, I don't know where I'd put them in like my top 10 favorite list of all time, but Sorcerer Supreme. I actually think Sorcerer Supreme is the best champion design-wise ever created in this game. I'm gonna go out there and say it. I really love the design of Sorcerer Supreme. I think it's a very balanced champion, but also very strong. And just the little subtleties that you can do with her kit, the more that you play the champ, you start to realize when it's best to use all of her specials and things like that. I love Sorcerer Supreme. Mojo, I actually love Mojo as well. Mojo's in my top 10 somewhere. I don't know exactly where I'd put him, but he's up there for sure. So yeah, those are like probably my three favorite Mystics. And yet, out of those 3, I mean, Doom is the Mystic I play the most, of course. Followed probably by Sorcerer Supreme, Claire. I think Diablo is stronger than all the champs I mentioned as well. But, yeah. Those are some of my favorites. Joshua Kirkendall said it over 2, saying itemless 7.3. Probably not, man. I love doing itemless, but I really feel like it peaked with 6.2. 6.2 was special for a few reasons. One, it was super tough. 7.3, I'm sure it would take me a while to get it done still, but it wouldn't be nearly as hard with the types of champs that we have today and the way the content's made. 2, the class gates. It gave me something to work for where I couldn't just have like 1 or 2 champions and then throw Unit Man on the team for synergies and push my way through. I actually had to go out, and I was excited about each champ that was coming to the arena because I was like, dang, can this help me out in this gate? Help me get through without using items, things like that. Without the gates, that doesn't really exist. I know everyone hated them, but I enjoyed the hell out of those gates. I loved them. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel as epic, I guess. Where 6.2, like I did itemless in variant 3 and variant 4 as well, and those were fun to do, but it just wasn't on the same level. It didn't give me the same feeling as 6.2 did. So itemless may return at some point, but it probably won't return for 7.3. I'll probably just go through pretty early on, but kind of casually, and just kind of knock it out. Insidious Wolf sending over another bug. Thank you, dude. Saying robots may have like oil or coolant. Yeah, so they could leak those from puncture. Yep. Or just the fact that I mean, what's inside of robots? You've got wires, probably, right? I don't know, man. I'm not smart enough. But there's probably some wires in there and stuff. So if you break some of those wires, maybe you temporarily lower their ability accuracy. It could be different. It could be different for different characters. Or just the fact that if you puncture metal, well, that's probably a lot of the armor that the robot had too. So armor break. There's a lot you could do with it. For me, it's more interesting than just saying, well, you don't have blood, so you're immune. Okay. It's nice because it's simple, and I was just saying how sometimes this game is a little bit maybe too complicated for its own good. Has a little bit of that Magic the Gathering feel to it, where like sometimes you just want to play something a little bit simpler, so you play Hearthstone. You know what I mean? And they're both good games. But you know, I don't know. It'd be a very subjective thing. Is all I'm getting at. Where some people would love it, some people would hate it, but I personally would enjoy it. Am I gonna die here to this guy? Nope. Good. All right. Seth Nears sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying if 7.3 is gated, would you consider it? Well, 7.3 was on the beta. I didn't play it, but I'm pretty sure there would have been a tremendous outrage on the forums if they brought back those gates based on the feedback that they got before. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't have gates. Maybe though. Maybe. I would consider it. I'd be more open to the idea. Yeah. Game crash. Didn't hate the new objectives, but I also didn't love them either. It did make me complete paths that I just procrastinated in. Probably would be different if I already finished. Yeah. I think that was their goal, was to try to kind of nudge people towards clearing quests in story. With some of those, but yeah. 6.2 was tough. It was so much fun to watch too. I would love an itemless 7.3. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, itemless, it's not completely out of the question to do again. It's just, well, I mean, I already said it. It just doesn't feel as epic. And I'm not even talking about it from like, oh, I want the content to be crazy or anything like that. Not even. When I started doing the itemless stuff, I didn't know how many people were going to enjoy watching that kind of thing. Some people hated it. There were quite a few people that tuned into the streams, but I didn't do it for the purposes of, you know, making content. If that was the reason, yeah, I would continue doing itemless every time. It just, as a player, it just, I don't know, man. It doesn't give me the same feeling, so I'm not motivated to do it in that kind of way. So, I hate to say it because it does feel like I'm letting people down who want to see that type of stuff. Just like I'm letting people down who want to see like more Alliance War content. But it's the same thing. Alliance War, it doesn't interest me in that kind of way, the way that it used to. And I still want to return to making Alliance War content. But just War at the moment is not that interesting. So I don't know. It almost feels like I'm blaming Kabam for some of the stuff, and in some ways I sort of am. But like I don't know. Not exactly. It's a combination of like I mean they're not making the game for me, right? They're making the game for everybody. And I think overall the reception is like Act 7 overwhelmingly positive compared to Act 6. So it's the right call for the game. So they're doing a good job with that. It's just for the itemless specifically. I just don't have as much interest to do it with the way the game is at the moment. That's all. Double level up on Happy Days. Oh, I got to do some leveling after the stream for sure. Chat, everyone's saying he should do itemless. He's already said he probably isn't going to. He gets asked at least 3 times a week what equipment he uses to stream. So if you want to see an itemless... wait, what? What equipment he uses to stream? So if you want to see an itemless... Wait, what? How do those two things fit together? PG is about as common as it gets. He literally eats beans 5 nights a week. This is true. This is very true. I'm as basic as as it gets for sure. Hey, what are you doing day streaming when I'm not home? Bushido Brown, you caught me. I am day streaming. This whole weekend is going to be day streams because Buddy is in from out of state. So during the evenings and at night, we're, you know, doing other stuff. More content would be more interesting if deaths happen more often. Maybe. Sort of. I don't think it's the actual death part of it that is super interesting. I do think, I mean, yeah, there is on some level that part of it. Where like you know, it does get boring when every war is like, okay, I haven't died the last 5 wars. Let's see if I'm gonna die this war. And you already could tell it's just like, okay, probably not. But anyway, I think what makes it interesting is not necessarily the death itself, but just the possibility, the higher possibility of death, because that usually means the nodes are more intense. And then the nodes being more intense, of course, makes the fight that you're watching more interesting to watch. Game's lagging a little bit right here, but we got a nice up close shot of Mysterio there. But part of the reason Kabam has not made the fights more interesting, there's a few reasons. One of them is the cost. Straight up, man. I think if potions and revives were free, I think Kabam could make fights way crazier than they are now. But all that stuff is so expensive that if people are dying constantly, like nobody's gonna want to play because it becomes too expensive. It becomes way too expensive. It's like those arcade machines that cost $1 for a play instead of $0.25 for a play, man. It's like, damn, I want to play that game, but not for $1, man. Trying to have some fun with just a roll of quarters over here. It's probably a terrible example. Anyway, so yeah, that's part of it. Another part of it too, though, is that I think, you know, wars, they happen, you know, 3 days or you know, 3 wars a week. They're scheduled. It's not something like the incursions. You sign up for the incursions. You know what you're getting into. So you're preparing to have a wilder time. And you're signing up for that when it fits your schedule too. War, it's just on when it's on. And you might not always have the time to, you know, do some crazy fights and stuff like that. So keeping them a little bit more on the basic side may just have to be the way it has to be. It's a rough format in general, Alliance Wars. The fact that it's, you know, 30 on 30 over a 48-hour period, it's intense for like all the wrong reasons. You know, it's intense because you don't have another opportunity to like make up for a bad war until another 48 hours goes by, and 29 other people counting on you and stuff like that. The fights themselves, though, a lot of them are really mild. It's like, okay, can you get to a special 3 with Doom? Oh, you can? Oh, well then you won the fight. You do have some really interesting fights still. I'm not saying they're all not interesting. I'm just saying that's why I feel like a lot of them are the way they are. Alright, Seth sent over another buck saying, I get the whole not wanting to do it again. Act 7 is shorter, not gated, just isn't the same. Yeah. It's a lot more player friendly, which, like I said, for the overall health of the game, good. Excellent, man. Make things more player friendly. But for challenge mode stuff, yeah. I also really hope that Kabam continues going forward with like actual challenge modes. One of my most requested features. That I haven't really talked about it too much in recent videos, but if you look back to like older state of the game type videos and just what I think the game could benefit from overall, it's challenge modes. So that way you do make content more accessible for just the general player base, but then you have something a little bit extra. And I wanted to make it cosmetic based. It seems like most people don't want to see cosmetic based challenge modes, challenge rewards, whatever. They do still want to see items being given out, but in my opinion, if there's like if you can get rank 4, let's say 7.3 comes out and there's like the normal quests. The way I always imagine it is like this, by the way, is like you have the initial completion, then the 100% exploration, and then the challenge modes. Like those are the 3 levels of clearing something. So let's say if you did the initial completion and the 100% exploration, you don't have a rank 4. But if you did the challenge modes, you would get a rank 4. Well, then that feels like it's mandatory. It doesn't feel like some optional challenge mode kind of thing. But if it was just purely cosmetic based, then it would be. It would totally be optional. But the way this game works, where, like I was saying in my last video, I do think that progression matters a lot. And just the way alliances like recruit one another and things like that, recruit players, I feel like it would be a way to kind of show off and get yourself into a higher alliance. So I feel like a lot of people would be motivated to do that stuff, even with just some cosmetic based rewards. And it wouldn't like push the game forward any faster in terms of, you know, power creep and all that stuff. I think it would work out really well. But a lot of people seem to just want the actual power increase from rewards, which I understand too. But anyway, Voldemort CS and an overbuck. Thank you very much, saying, hey BG, if and a big if you moved away from MCOC, what other games are on your radar that you'll play? That's tough, man. So from a content creation standpoint, man, I'm not really like a hey, watch me play this game kind of creator, which I don't mean to sound insulting or anything. I'm more talking about myself. Like I don't think I'm that entertaining, man, you know? There's guys like way funnier, way more interesting to watch playing games than myself is the way I look at it. What I like about, you know, making content and streaming MCOC is the community vibes to it. That's what I really like about this game. So if I was gonna make content for another game, it would probably just be a game that has that same feel to it. There's other games that I like playing and stuff, like Dota 2, for example. I haven't really been playing it much recently, but I go on. There'll be like a few months that goes by without playing a single game, and then there'll be a month where, you know, every night or every other night I'll play a game or two or something like that. Love the game. I would never ever want to make content for it. Zero desire. So yeah, it's tricky when it comes to that kind of thing. The next big game that's on my radar, though, just to check out, I don't know if I would ever want to make content for it, is Ashes of Creation. It's an MMO that feels like it's an MMO that's actually moving in the right direction, that does keep that kind of thing more community-based and values social interaction and stuff like that, rather than just, I don't know, games like World of Warcraft that moved away from that over the years, or I know a lot of people are playing Final Fantasy these days, but I had no interest in playing that game because it just looked like a single-player story-based game that you play online, which is like the opposite of what I'm looking for. I really want it to be like you're relying on other people kind of thing. So yeah, like that game, it's not coming out for a while. They had like some early access alpha stuff, and I didn't play it. Honestly, the combat looked pretty meh. So if they don't fix it, then I probably wouldn't play that game either. But yeah, like that's the next big one. I looked at Marvel Future Revolution. I was gonna try that game out. I was gonna try out Marvel Realm of Champions too. But both of those games, after seeing them on release, just really didn't interest me. So I never even played them. For various reasons, different reasons for each game. I usually like to get kind of sucked into one game and just play that game, and it's just fun for me. But anyway, BG, Diablo 4 will take away from us, won't it? I doubt it, dude. Diablo 2, still my favorite game of all time. I'm not even getting the Diablo 2 remaster. Diablo 4, I doubt I'll even get that game. With how much I dislike Diablo 3. No, I doubt I would even get that game. Heyo, from Midnight in Italy. Star, you're in Italy right now? Well, that's exciting. That's cool. That's awesome. The dot send over to, thank you, man, saying, you're very entertaining, BG. I come for the MCOC. I stay for the life advice you sometimes offer. Oh, well, thanks, man. No, it's not required, but sorry. I've been poor lately for the demos. Oh, man, yeah, seriously, don't ever feel like you have to, man. At all. I appreciate it, but if you're ever in a situation, yeah, just save the money. But thank you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude. Tweet for a progression update. Easy. Let me see here, man. Let's see what we got. All right. Ooh, wait. Dang, dude. Oh, with Aegon. Okay. All right. You eyeing up the abyss there? What's your plans for that guy? It must be, right? That's good, dude. Congrats. PvP in Marvel Future Revolution is pay to win. That's what I've heard. I heard it gets very pay to win-y. I don't know. I don't even know the right term for that. Here's what really put me off for Marvel Future Revolution, though. I was excited about it, man. Like, graphically, it looked great and all that. I checked out Seaton's like first video playing it, and he was playing on PC. And I just thought to myself, like, well, yeah, that's probably the best way to play this game. So, like, I'm usually not playing on the go. I understand, like, if you're playing on the go, yeah, it's nice to have the option to play on your phone. But I'm usually at home, man. So, 99% of the time playing that game would be on PC. And to be honest, man, there's just better PC games out there. That was the absolute biggest turn off for the game. Was like, okay, you're gonna be at a disadvantage if you're playing on your phone. I don't know, that might not even make sense. The reasoning, it's like, well, yeah, if I'm at home anyway, well, why am I playing this game on my phone? And I don't know, man, there's just something about this game. It is nice to be able to kick back on your couch or something like that if you want to play, or in bed or whatever. It does have those advantages. But I guess when I got into this game, I was not always at home. You know, I was playing on break at work and things like that. These days it's a little bit different. So would I have gotten into MCOC? I doubt it. I mean, I you know, part of the reason I got into this game was like friends of mine that man, I don't even see anymore since they're in New Jersey, so I guess I really would not have got into this game. But it was just, I don't know, it was just like a good timing thing, I guess. It was just the right timing for it. But these days, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I would never play, like never get into another mobile game. There's some really good mobile games out there. But just the way that it was designed, I guess. Where it felt like I would never really want to play this game on mobile. I don't know. Gah, I was gonna send a buck, but it won't let me. Last, please. Wait, Star. I think I already read your last one. I did read your last one. You missed it. Unless YouTube didn't send it, but I saw your message of "Heyo" from midnight in Italy. I was saying that was cool. That was exciting. Being in Italy. I've still never left the United States. There was that one time I was gonna go to Canada when Kabam invited a bunch of us to you know, a bunch of the content creators to check out the incursions when they had that. I was excited for that. It was gonna be my first time. I had to update my passport and all that. Got one of those driver's license that lets you cross the border and all. Nope. There was another time where I was gonna go and stay with like one of Laura's cousins in England or something like that. But then that trip got canceled. That was a long time ago. Those are the only 2 times that I've ever even had plans to leave. There's some places I want to go to. There's some places in the world I want to go to. It's just I kind of hate traveling. For one, it's expensive as hell. And 2, it's just I get tired. I travel, man. I get very tired, so the first day there, even like the first 2 days there, I just feel kind of dead. And it feels like, well, can only afford to stay for a few days. That's a lot of my trip gone right there, you know. Voldemort CS sent over bucks, and I love the feeling of getting sucked into a game too. Currently playing 2 to 3 matches of Dota every day. Nice, man. I've stopped playing MCOC after Summer of Pain. It's so entertaining. I'm gonna follow you and watch whatever game you stream. Ah, well, man. Thank you, dude. Very kind of you to say. Thanks, man. Yeah, don't have any plans right now, but I don't know. I'm sure there'll be something. I could find a game. If I was really looking for a game to play, I'm sure I could find one. But for all the problems that I have with MCOC, at least for now, I'm content with just playing MCOC. It's one of those things where, really, like I was saying in the State of the Game video, I'm still content with MCOC largely because of the community. And like if more people in my alliance stop playing the game or something like that, like, yeah, that would be a big blow of like, dang, man. All these people that I enjoy playing the game with, if they stop playing, then yeah, maybe I would look to play a new game. But for right now, at least, yeah, I'm pretty content with just playing MCOC and just waiting for Kabam to make the changes that I know they're eventually going to make. But anyway, hi BG, hope you're having a good time. Mystic is your favorite class? I think so. How much do you think MD plays a role in that choice? Massive. Absolutely massive. I think good class masteries can make a huge difference for other classes. I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Wait, hold on. I guess I might just be super delayed. Need to sleep though. Night Dingo in chat. All right, Star. Have a good one. Did you ever get a pass? Yeah. Well, technically, I don't have a passport still. I did just get one of those licenses, the enhanced driver's license or whatever it is. If I ever have plans to go someplace else, which, like I said, I'm sure I will at some point. Like, I think going to Japan would be super cool. Some other places. Anyway, I think right now I don't have a passport. I could just travel via land to Canada and Mexico. Or maybe I could fly there too. I don't know. But anyway, as far as the class masteries things though, yeah, dude, Mystic Dispersion is everything. I do like the design of Mystic champs too, but I mean, I like the design of lots of different classes of champs. The skill class is probably my least favorite. I had to pick a least favorite, but even then, there's some champions in there that I like. But just having that additional power, like, it's exciting, man. Just watching your power meter shoot up and getting to chain specials back to back and things like that. It's what makes the class. So yeah, other class-based masteries could have similar effects, although I think no matter what you do to those other class types, like, you can't just copy and paste Mystic Dispersion, right? So Mystic, even then, might still be my favorite. $100,000 game sponsorship would change your mind about playing a different game? Well, yeah, if somebody paid me $100,000 to play a different game, sure. It'd be $100,000 more dollars than what Kebab's paid me. So, yeah. Although I have turned down plenty of sponsorships. Every single day, someone's, hey, check out Raid Shadow Legends. Hey, no, I'm good. You know? But if they told me they're gonna pay me $100,000, you know what? Maybe I'd play it. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. EG, what car do you drive? It's a Subaru. I don't even really. It's Laura's car. She has a car. I don't. But you know, the few times that I am driving, of course, it's gonna be that car. Chad, is he going all out? No, I'm just picking up milestones. Tokyo is cool. I think you love... Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Akihabara? It's the geeky tech area there. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't, oh, another thing that makes it rough for me to travel is food. I'm just a picky eater. So that always is a concern. And I know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure, absolutely positive I could find things that I would eat. It's just like, that's a big reason for other people to travel, is to experience like the different foods. And you know, like that's a big part of culture, right? Is just the different foods that people eat. I don't care about that at all. I do think different cultures just like, wait, am I running 5-star champs right now? If I was, I'm gonna be really mad at myself. I think I was. I care about other cultures for other reasons, and think you know, all that stuff is super cool. But when it comes to food, because I'm a picky eater, I just don't care about it at all. I like to eat the food I eat. That's it. It's not a big part of my life at all. You know what I mean? The last time I went out to eat was 2018, probably. And like, yeah, I get that there was a pandemic going on, but I'm talking about like a good year and a half before the pandemic started was probably the last time I went out to eat. You know? So, and even then, it's simple foods. Hey, I got a burrito that I could have just made at home, but we were out. You know? So I invited and tried to convince Laura to visit Morocco, but you're lazy. We have a lot of bean-based foods. Oh man. Hey, like I said too, it's expensive. We never even went on a honeymoon. So we'll do that at some point. We've been together for 16 years. Here's the number of trips that we've taken. We drove up to Maine and stayed at like a little bed and breakfasty type place for like 2 nights. We went to Maine another time, but that was also like with my family. We went to Florida twice, but that was also with Laura's family. Like they, you know, they rented a house that they covered the cost. You know, that's the only time I go anywhere, is if the cost is covered by someone else. I think that's it. I think in the 16 years that we've been together, I can't think of another trip that we've taken. We planned out a few that kind of just fell through for, you know, one reason or another, like I said, but I think that's it. I'm trying to think, man. I feel like I gotta be forgetting something else. But that's all I can remember. Anyway. 360 Barber sent an over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying 151 win streak. And 21 mil, 653,000 points is about what normal, lower or higher end for the amount of win streak. Going to Archangel 5 or 6 there, doesn't matter. You're on a great pace to pick up the 5-star. The 6-star, I hate to break it to you, but if that's where you're currently at for the 6-star, you're behind quite a bit. You'd have to do a ton of refreshing. I can't tell you based on the win streak and the point amount. The only thing I can tell you is just like based on what the estimate is for Archangel. Even if I'm overestimating, let's say Archangel went a lot lower than I'm thinking and would go to 100 million points. If Archangel went for 100 mil, you know, we're already not halfway through the grind, but day 2 here, you should have already got in a round of 6 stars and 5 stars at least. And yeah, it would just be behind. But you're on a great pace for the 5-star. If you keep it up, you're like guaranteed gonna get the 5-star. So keep it going. But I can't tell you exactly where you would be based on win streak and point totals of what the average is, just because it changes so much roster to roster. If you got 151 wins with 6-star champs, your point total will be much higher. If you got 151 win streak with a mix of 5 stars, 6 stars, 4 stars, you know, it varies like crazy. So thank you very much for the 5 though, dude. Good luck to you, and like I said, you are guaranteed to get the 5-star version of Archangel if you keep that up. So don't stop at 30, but like you're gonna cruise, you're gonna sail past it. If you ever make it to 40, you could stop because you're guaranteed at that point. You know, no chance this guy goes that high. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the 5. MCOC Tommy sending over £2. Tommy, thank you, dude. Saying, as a YouTuber myself, could you tell me some tips, please? Just some generalized tips. I got a few. I got a few in my YouTube tip bag here. I could reach out. The first thing is make content that you yourself would enjoy watching. And if you're making content and you're like, I wouldn't watch this, well, figure out why. What about it is you know, is not interesting to yourself. But you can look to people that you know, you enjoy their content and just try to dissect it a little bit of like, man, what about this do I enjoy? And then just try to, you know, take bits and pieces from other people. I'm not saying to like copy exactly what they're doing, but if you find, you know, five channels, it doesn't have to be all about the same topic, right? Any topic out there, gaming related, unrelated to gaming, whatever it is. Look at those channels that you like. Figure out why you like those channels and just kind of, you know, borrow elements from them. Don't be afraid to kind of be heavy-handed on taking elements from those channels while you're still figuring things out. Like, for example, the cutoffs on the bottom left corner of the screen. You can take that if that's something that you liked, you know. I wouldn't be mad. As long as it's not like, you know, copying every little thing. But you could take things like that, sure. Totally. But yeah, make content that you yourself enjoy watching. If you're into more comedy-based things, you know, approach content from that angle. Or if you just like instructional-based things, approach it from that angle. Let's see. I would say like your equipment doesn't matter that much. I would say the sound quality is probably the best, you know, thing. Like it doesn't need to be recording studio quality good, but as long as your microphone isn't like crackling like crazy and stuff like that, that's all that really matters. Video quality doesn't matter as much. It all helps, but you don't need to have like a super crystal clear image. People will still be able to watch, but the audio part, if it's bad, like, yeah, people are gonna click away for sure. Your first videos are probably gonna suck. Embrace it. Embrace the suck. It's the only way to learn. Nobody ever just starts out and they're good at anything. Maybe you're slightly better than someone else or something like that, but compared to someone who's been doing it for a while, you're gonna suck at it. That's just how it is. Embrace it, and just upload it anyway. Embrace it. Be critical of yourself, because that's how you're gonna like find the flaws that you can fix. But at the same time, I mean, you're not uploading to. This is not like a Hollywood movie production or something like that. It's just YouTube. You know what I mean? If people don't watch, okay, they don't watch. Like, that's the thing too. Is like when you're just starting out, even if your videos suck, it's like, okay, well, not that many people know that you even exist in the first place. So just embrace the suck. And by the time you start to, you know, make better videos and stuff like that, as you start to iron out all the issues and start to get comfortable making videos, that's when more people are gonna find your channel anyway. If you look back on like the channels that have like 10 million subscribers and you just sort to like their oldest video, you'll probably look at it and be like, oh wow, this person really wasn't that good at this, huh? Or even if they were like, you know, good, you can still tell a difference between the two. Embrace the suck, BG 2021. I'm telling FaZe and Aries. Oh man. PWF. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other tips. Just get started though. Is like the big. It's such a cliche response of like just do it. You know what I mean? But really, seriously, there's no other better advice than to just get started and just improve as you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. I don't know if any of those tips helped, but that's all I got off the top of my head, at least. Enjoy watching your new account challenges, crystal openings, and weird champs doing hard content. Okay. Definitely. Oh, you know what? There's one other massive tip that I forgot to share. Make helpful content. You don't have to. You don't have to do this, of course. But people appreciate when you help them with something. And it's like an everybody wins situation. So it's a total win-win situation. They appreciate that you help them, and they respond by helping you back and hitting that subscribe button. So even if, like, all of your, you don't have to have every piece of content being some instructional, helpful piece of content, right? But if you just make some of that from time to time, it's just a way that, like I said, everybody wins. You're kind of giving back by sharing your knowledge that's going to help someone out. Because there's a million different topics for everything. Like I said, this goes beyond MCOC. There's a million different topics out there. Someone always needs help, right? Someone's always just getting started with something. So if you make some helpful content from time to time, people will respond in kind and hit that subscribe button. And then they'll stick around for, if you did just want to make, you know, funny content or whatever else. Yeah, that's it. PG, can you answer Dominic Peralta? He's been asking politely for several weeks. Oh man, several weeks. Might not even be in chat anymore. He's asking if you have experience with Mysterio. Dominic, I hope you're still here, because I'm going to find your question right now. Sorry that it's taken so long to see it. Hey BG, do you have any experience with Mysterio? I do have experience with Mysterio. I actually made like a Mysterio highlight reel of using him in Variant 3, which I did itemless. So I used him a fair bit in there. I don't think he's that strong of a champion. I'm actually not a huge fan of his kit. I think his special attacks, they're mostly defensive in nature. His special one, maybe I should wait. I'm gonna continue on anyway, but Dominic, if you are in here, pop something in the chat. I'm sorry that I haven't seen your messages. But his special attacks, they're fairly defensive in nature. His special one has like a damage reflect to it that it's very difficult to take advantage of it in high level content offensively, because it like, there's two ways to take advantage of it. One, you intentionally let your guard down and get smacked in the face. But if you do this, it takes time for that damage to reflect. It's not like a name or instant reflect type of thing. It takes time to reflect, and you could die just by letting your guard down and eating a 5-hit combo. The other way to take advantage of something like that is just as a safety net. But safety nets, really, the good safety nets, they're always active. So like a damage reflect kind of mechanic, that should be something that just, you know, happens every X amount of seconds or something like that. It's when you have to activate a special one that's going to take away from your other damage dealing abilities and things like that. His special one is purely just an annoyance when you're fighting against Mysterio, in my opinion. In the highlight reel, there were a few instances where I used it and took advantage of it, but I remember a time against like Emma, I used it, but we're talking extremely rare situations. Wait, hold on, because he hasn't seen the message and realized it. Likely thinks he's in the AA featured arena and getting... Ah, crap. Am I in the wrong arena? What arena am I? Have I just been on such a tangent that I'm actually in the different arena than I want to be? It's all just milestones anyway, but, oh, man. Damn it, dude. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, let me go back to the Mysterio tangent real quick. So, his special 2, it has a little bit of a power drain mechanic to it, but if you're using his special 2, you're not really dealing much for damage, because for Mysterio, you pretty much have to use special 3s if you want to deal damage. And the power drain mechanic on his special 2, it's not that strong, for one, and it's also not that easy to get to his special 2. Power drains, unless you're magic and can easily, you know, gain back power and power lock with a special 2 and things like that, or you are vision that has some kind of natural power gain and things like that. It's power gain, it's tough to use it when you have to get to a special 2. If it's at your fingertips, just getting to a special 1, then power gain can be extremely powerful. But in Mysterio's case, it's not that powerful. It does feel more like an annoyance when you're fighting against Mysterio. So overall, I kind of dislike Mysterio's kit when fighting with him for those reasons. He does feel like a defender to me, and he's not even a top tier defender. He's very difficult on, you know, with the right nodes attached in quests and things like that, but oh my god. The whole time? Even last night? So stupid. And I'm well beyond the milestones and all that. Well, thanks for letting me know, guys. I feel so dumb. Oh, man. Alright, well, what are you going to do? Let's hit the basic. Let's hit the tier 4 basic arena now. Yeah. Oh my god, what time is it? Holy crap, actually, we gotta start wrapping things up. I just realized. Damn, dude. Time frickin' flies. Doug, thank you for the 2, dude, saying, BG, good or bad to promise corresponding website. Oh, man. I tried, dude. If I can go back in time, I would have never said anything about the website. Actually, that's not true. If I can go back in time, what I would have done differently about the website is just taken people's help on it. Because so many people offered to help, and I said no because I wanted to learn, and I thought if people were helping me, I wasn't going to be able to learn just because I knew time was an issue. I mean, I was working full time, making YouTube videos, and wanted to learn programming basically from scratch without any sort of formal training or anything like that. So I knew that with trying to juggle all this stuff, if somebody was helping me with the website, it was just going to be them doing all the work, and I wasn't going to learn. And I wanted to have a website, but more than that, I wanted to learn how to program so that I could program my own games and things. So yeah, I know you're just joking, but there's the serious answer to that joke. But Doug, thank you for the 2, dude. Sam sending over 5 of them Canadian bucks, talking about 2 toonies and a loony. Thank you, Sam. Saying, hey, BG, I know it's been mentioned already, but I'm late to the stream, so what are your thoughts on Thor Rags getting buffed? I'm not super optimistic about his buff. I hope it's good, but because he's high prestige and just the way that his kit currently exists, where you have to It's like super momentum based and very like stun focused, where if you can keep stunning the opponent, you can, you know, like that's the way his kit is designed, where you have to keep stunning them. I'm not super optimistic that he'll be a very top tier attacker or anything like that, but any buff that he gets is good. I don't expect him to be turned into like an Alliance War beast or anything like that, but hey, he's still a high prestige champ, and if they can make him usable in quests, having high prestige and all that could still be good. We're gonna raid Lefty in a minute here, by the way, guys. Before we do though, Tommy sending over another pound. Thank you, dude. Saying, okay, BG, if you don't mind, or if you could send a link or add me and send a picture of what he used to record and what mic to use. Tommy, actually, let me see if I could find it real quick. I've never made a video about my whole setup, but I did put out a picture on Twitter and went over what I use. I have an overkill setup. I'm going to warn you right now. I'm going to try to find it real quick. But I have an overkill setup. This is a setup that I've slowly pieced together over 5 years of doing this. When I first started out, it was literally just a $30 headset that I got off of Amazon, Sennheiser, so it was still pretty good quality, even though it looked like a McDonald's drive-thru headset. And then I had a free, well, it's a free trial of a program called Air Server, which I eventually purchased for like $15. That just connected my, my phone to my computer, and then OBS was the program I used to stream. These days, I have a much higher quality setup. I'm gonna find the picture, and then I'll go through some of what I'm using in the picture. I think I posted it back in February, so I'm looking back on Twitter. Almost there, I think. Yeah, here we go. Found it. Okay. So, actually, this whole tweet I want to look at. So, check this out. Let me go back to the other view. It's easier for me. Okay. So, let's look at this one first. Let's see. Here's how it looks with all the... Okay, so actually, hold on. So I had a couple tweets and stuff. Okay, yeah. Let's look at all three of these real quick. So, it said, here's a little behind the scenes shot of what I see. Been making YouTube videos for almost 5 years now. And this is the first light I've ever had. Top left. Yeah, so the light's up here. So, you can't even notice it during the daytime. But like, this is with it off. At nighttime, it makes it look a lot better. But anyway, so like I didn't even have a light or anything. It all started with just a headset, no webcam even, and slowly over time made upgrades. All thanks to all of you, which is totally true. So here's a better shot of it though. Right here. So this is the actual what it looks like for me. So this microphone, like I said, it's overkill, man. It's just I've been doing this for a long time, so I wanted to get something that was nice. And it was all thanks to you guys. So I figured what better way to kind of somehow pay it back than to like reinvest into just making higher quality videos. So I have like this microphone arm that holds the mic here, which it's a little personal preference. Some people don't mind having like the microphone in shot, but I really dislike it if I could prevent it. So I like having it this kind of underneath setup here, so you guys don't even see it. But this is a Sennheiser. Hold on, did I put it? No, I didn't put it in here. I didn't put it. What actually is this? Not Sennheiser. Sorry. This is Shure SM7B. Very popular microphone. Probably the most popular microphone ever. You see it in like podcasts and stuff like that all the time. Just a standard small keyboard though. Little Elgato Stream Deck that I hardly use. I have like a few buttons. They're not showing here, but I have a few buttons that I use for changing scenes and stuff like that. Mouse. This is the soundboard This is the button right here. Oh, my face is covering it. Hold on. This is the button right here that when I press it, those awful jokes. But then yeah, a few other things. This you definitely don't need anything like this, but it's the Go XLR. Put my face back on here. And then yeah, these are all the windows that I have open. Which I don't always have Photoshop open, but I always have this window open. This is the chat that I'm seeing right here, and like the little playback window and like the stream connection quality and stuff. This is OBS. So this is YouTube, obviously. This is OBS. This program's free. Oh, my phone, by the way, I should mention, it's connected to an Elgato capture card. So there's where BG ignores my messages. This is true. This is obviously my phone connected to Lightning to HDMI adapter that plugs into an Elgato capture card that is actually right there. The wire kind of wraps around and then plugs into my PC here. This is the Discord window. I don't normally have Discord open, but I do, of course, if I have someone on call. And then this is usually, this is the window looking at now if I have Aunt May open, of course, but right now Twitter's just open. This window, this just allows me to track the super chats that get sent through. And yeah, so yeah, it's the alert box. So that's why I also put this out in the tweet of the next time I miss your message in chat, please keep in mind I'm looking at all this while also playing a game. It's just very true, man. There's a lot to look at. Do my best, but it's impossible to see it all. Shout out to the homies who understand. Maybe the haters will now too. Nah, probably not, but it's all good anyway. So yeah, there's a lot that I'm looking at. So yeah, every time I miss your messages. Yeah. But like I said, it's an overkill setup. Oh, here's the camera, of course, too. Forgot to mention that. It's all connected to this stand that I got on Amazon too. That holds the light and is actually holding the camera as well. I used to just use the very standard Logitech. I don't know the number anymore. Whatever the most popular Logitech, webcam was that used to cost like $60. I think ever since the pandemic, the prices on those things got jacked up. But yeah, that's the setup, man. Like I said, it's overkill. Just start out with some kind of microphone. Doesn't matter if it's a headset or if it's a standalone microphone. Whatever it is, just try to get something that sounds pretty clear. There's not much quality difference between something that's, $50 and something that's $500. Unless you're like an audio engineer that can really get in there and play with all the different things. You're not going to notice much of a difference. So just get something that's decent to start with, and that's it. I hope some of that helps you, man. It's tough to say exactly what you should get starting out. I would probably be able to like get a list of things, but it would take me a while to do. So not going to be able to do that. But hopefully this gives you some kind of an idea of not something to start with, but to maybe work towards if you like it, and just start with the absolute basics. All right, Poos on Poos sending over one of them loonies. Thank you, dude. Poos on Poos, you got timed out. You said Thor Rags is getting buffed? Yes, Thor Rags is getting buffed. We don't have the buff info yet. They just announced it. It was leaked like yesterday or the day before or something, whatever it was. And then they announced it officially on Twitter. So, yeah. All right, we're going to raid... we're gonna raid Lefty. Forgot who we're raiding for a second there. No second monitor? No. I used to have two monitors. I don't know why I'm holding up 4 fingers right now. I used to have 2 monitors, and what happened was I was looking back and forth between the two all the time, and I actually got like some neck pain doing that. So I got an ultra wide monitor to kind of replace the two, and it's helped a lot. I no longer have any kind of that neck pain. It only gave me neck pain for like the really long streams. Actually, it wasn't even the streams so much. It was more so when I was doing the programming. Because for the most part, even when I had 2 monitors and I was streaming, for the most part, I had everything kind of pushed in towards the sides of the monitor, so it would be more center focus vision. But, you know, in programming, I would have, you know, Stack Overflow or whatever tutorial I was looking at on one monitor and then my actual code on the other. And yeah, it was hurting my neck a lot. So I replaced those two with an ultra wide. And they have their advantages and disadvantages. But overall, I like the ultra wide, and I wouldn't go back to a dual monitor setup. But dual monitor setup is cheaper. And if you're only using one like regular monitor, I would recommend trying to get like maybe like a used second monitor. Game changer, man. Before the ultra wide, I was using a dual monitor setup for like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. It's so good. Riley 705 saying, hey BG, quick question. Do you advise me turning off suicides to explore variants 5, 6, and 7? Thanks. It's dependent on your champions that you use, not the content. So whatever champions you're using to get through that content, if they are not suicide friendly, take off the suicide masteries. If you're, let me put it this way too, if you're thinking about taking off the suicides and you're just not sure, then you probably should take them off. You might just be hesitant because you like using suicides for other things, and you know you don't want to lose the units and stuff like that. But it's not even much of a cost to take them off to do that content. We're talking it'll cost you like 60 units to replace them or something. So I would say if you're at all thinking about it, you probably should drop them. But at the end of the day, it's totally reliant on the champions that you're using. If you're using Claire and Diablo or something like that, you leave them on. If you're using Sorcerer Supreme and Doom, well, yeah, take them off. That kind of thing. All right. On that note, though, guys, yeah, like I said, we're going to raid Lefty, but really I should have ended the stream a good about 20 minutes or so ago. I think my buddy's done for the day working and all that, so... I'm gonna go hang out with my buddy. Here's the link to Lefties. Super cool dude. Say what's up. Hit him with that hashtag banana raid. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Roughly same time, probably. I don't know, though. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, before I go, shout out to Owen for being today's biggest D. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, everyone else as well. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, everyone.